The number one drug abuse problem for American youth is alcohol.
People who start drinking before the age of 15 are 4 times more likely to become alcoholics than teens who don't drink.
2 out of 10 young people ages 18 to 25 are current illicit drug users. Many times, drugs can cause breathing problems and air blockage into the lungs.
This can affect everyday activities.
28% of people 12 to 20 years old drink alcohol. 1 in 5 of those are binge drinkers.
The second most popular drug among high school seniors is prescription and over-the-counter drugs.
4.5 out of 7.1 million drug users use marijuana.
The leading cause of death for people under the age of 21 is alcohol.
My brother is an alcoholic, and he has had many years of substance abuse. And it started when he was a teenager, and whenever I lost my other brother in a car accident, and he was killed when he was drinking and driving.
Siblings started doing drugs at a really young age, and they kind of kept up with it for like the rest of their lives.
My dad was probably drank every day of his life, smoked 3 packs a day, and as a result died when he was 54.
He's gotten in trouble with the law, he's lost his family, he's had divorces, his children continue to suffer through his bad choices. And he's 40-some years old now and still making the bad choices. I mean, he just was in an accident in October with his son and had to go to court for child endangerment. And it all started when he was younger, when he was 17, and had to deal with the death of his brother.
My sister's really the one that's still doing all the bad stuff, and drugs led to her shoplifting and making other bad decisions, and she just goes around from house to house because she's completely homeless, and she has to find new jobs all the time because she has to live with different guys that she's probably sleeping with, and it's just not a really good way to live. And if she hadn't have gotten into drugs at a really young age, I don't think she'd be living the way she was living.
I didn't have much of a relationship with him. In fact, he was sort of the exact opposite of what I wanted to do when I grew up. Despite that fact, you find that alcohol sort of trickles into your life, and you have to find a way to control it. So out of my siblings, even though they grew up in the same environment, at least 3 of them have heavily abused alcohol. My oldest brother's been shot, stabbed, spent a considerable amount of time in jail. He had 23 DUIs at one time. Has very little use of his bladder. As a result, has to cath himself, and it's pretty pervasive because it's throughout. It's everywhere you turn. So now when I socialize with people, I'm expected to drink, even on a business perspective.
I had a friend that I spent every day with, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, drugs took over his life, and he was gone. You don't realize what abuse can do to people until it affects someone close to you. We went from hanging out every day and doing stuff with each other to absolutely nothing because all he wanted to do was drugs.
It could be you.
It could be you.
It could be you.
It could be you.
Stop abuse.